Is a simple administrative error being blown into a full-blown election conspiracy? Donald Trump is calling for a Justice Department investigation into a mail-in ballot mix-up in Maryland, but the state's lieutenant governor is calling it out as routine. This isn't just about some misplaced envelopes, it's about trust in our electoral process. Before we dive into the heated accusations and the official response, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss out on critical political developments. So, what exactly happened in Maryland? The state's election officials admitted that some voters received incorrect mail-in ballots for the upcoming primary elections. This wasn't a small hiccup, we're talking about a vendor error by Taylor Print Visual Impressions Incorporated. When this news broke, President Trump wasted no time, taking to Truth Social to point fingers. He directly accused Maryland's Democrat governor, Wes Moore, of corruptly interfering with the election process, suggesting this was all a deliberate move to secure wins for Democrats. Trump even claimed that 500,000 illegal mail-in ballots were sent out, raising alarms about the fate of the original batch and the potential for Republican candidates to be disadvantaged. However, Maryland Lieutenant Governor Aruna Miller is pushing back firmly against these corruption allegations. Speaking to Fox News Digital, she characterized these kinds of ballot distribution errors as an unfortunate but common occurrence in election administration, stating, "It happens almost in every election." Miller emphasized that the Maryland State Board of Elections operates independently from the governor's office. She believes the issue was a genuine error by the vendor, not a malicious act. The State Elections Board is already working to rectify the situation, sending out new ballots to affected voters and assuring the public that there's no risk of duplicate voting due to existing safeguards. The State Administrator of Elections, Jared DeMarinis, has also denied that any illegal ballots were distributed. But the debate is far from over. Trump's call for a DOJ probe, reportedly made to Attorney General Todd Blanche, has put the federal government on notice, though the Justice Department has not publicly confirmed an investigation. LT. Governor Miller herself hasn't received any direct information from the DOJ about what such an investigation might entail. This situation raises several critical questions. Firstly, how do we differentiate between genuine administrative errors and potential attempts to manipulate election outcomes? The historical context of election issues in Maryland, including a voter roll software glitch in 2018, adds a layer of complexity. While errors have occurred, the claim that incorrect mail ballots are an every election occurrence, as stated by Miller, might be an oversimplification, and there's no widespread public evidence to support that precise phrasing being a recurring every election issue. The sheer volume of ballots involved and the timing, close to a primary election, naturally amplify concerns. Secondly, who is truly affected by this? Beyond the immediate inconvenience for voters who receive the wrong ballots, the political ramifications are significant. Trump's strong accusations create a narrative that could erode public trust in the electoral system, especially among his supporters. For Governor Wes Moore and the Democratic Party in Maryland, they face the challenge of defending the integrity of their election administration against serious allegations, even if they dispute the intent behind the error. The vendors involved, like Taylor Print Visual Impressions Incorporated, also face scrutiny and potential damage to their reputation. The possible outcomes are varied. A DOJ investigation, if it materializes, could uncover evidence that either supports or refutes Trump's claims of corruption. If corruption is found, it would be a major scandal with significant legal and political consequences. If, as Miller suggests, it's purely an administrative error, the focus will likely shift to improving vendor oversight and internal processes for future elections. Regardless of the findings, the political rhetoric surrounding election integrity will continue to be a dominant theme in American politics. This incident highlights the constant tension between ensuring efficient election processes and safeguarding against any perceived or actual vulnerabilities that could be exploited for political gain. So, what do you think about this? Is Lieutenant Governor Miller right that this is just a standard election hiccup, or does President Trump have a legitimate reason to demand a federal investigation into potential corruption? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. This is a developing story, and we'll be watching closely to see how the situation unfolds and what the Justice Department decides. Stay informed, stay engaged, and let your voice be heard.